In this video, I'm going to be showcasing how I produce some of my content. I got my man Cam here. He's here to help today. We're gonna break down the content into two buckets today. We have my fitness account, and then we have my personal brand. My fitness account, Thrive on Fit, the way that I look at that brand is it's essentially the place where I dump all my workouts, exercises I do for free. I love to give back and to serve in little ways, and I believe that Instagram is a great tool to do that, and that's what that account is for. So men, women, dads, moms, if you're looking for exercises to do, whether it's with weights in a garage gym, body weight, or when you're on the go traveling, go check out that page. When I think about my personal brand, the way that we're breaking that down here today is B-roll. It's hard for me to get a lot of B-roll when I'm out and about. Usually it's all A-roll. I'm shooting my face and talking about something, and I'd love to get more B-roll shots of me either in my office working, me in front of the red light, me in my kitchen, and then that way I can tell more stories utilizing text. I love to write, so I'll be able to put text from tweets and other things that I've written, newsletters, over that B-roll and be more valuable with my personal brand. So for the fitness brand, we're gonna do A-roll shots. For my personal brand, we're gonna do B-roll shots, and that's what we're gonna roll with today. First things first, getting the camera settings right. Normally Cam shoots in log footage, which then you have to go, after you export it, you have to put a LUT over it. And when we're shooting this content for the fitness page, I want speed to be the thing we're optimizing for. So we're changing the settings so that it'll be in color when we record, and then that way it makes it more efficient for me to upload the footage later on. When we're going to record more of the B-roll footage or the cinematic stuff, we're going to record that in log, and then I'll go ahead afterwards and render it with a LUT over it. But we ready to get started?
Got it. Yeah.
Let's do it. Cam just asked me if kettlebells are my go-to when it comes to fitness and training. I'm busting my ass doing them here today, but I responded with, I don't really have a go-to. To me, everything about fitness is how do you switch it up and trick your muscles into growth? And the way to doing that is stimulating them in various ways. So using tools like kettlebells, dumbbells, barbells, body weight, pull-ups, push-ups. We got some med balls right here. How do you utilize all those tools to stimulate your body in different ways? And that's where you're gonna get the most growth over time. So now Cam is asking me about, do I just do all my workouts on the fly? Because today we're kind of just like flying by the seat of our pants. And my response was yes and no. A lot of my life, because I have a young son right now, is fitting in my workout around the other stuff that I have to do that day. So some days I have 30 minutes, some days I have 2 hours. When I have the 2 hours, I can do a lot more programming. I can stick to a program that I create. When I have 30 minutes, sometimes it's literally just like, how do I get a sweat on really quick? How do I do as many reps and sets as possible in this 30 minutes? And what pieces of equipment do I really feel like using today? What have I not touched earlier this week? So muscle groups. What equipment have I already used that week? Those are the questions that I'm asking myself if I'm constricted for time. And sometimes literally it's just me doing push-ups, pull-ups, handstands, and things of that nature just to get my workout in 30 minutes. But in a perfect world, I would have everything programmed out, reaching towards a specific goal, and that's how I'd roll. But these days, that's just not my life, and I'm quite okay with that. We just wrapped the little workout section. Next step is I'm gonna pull my bike down. It's chilling, right? Pull that down. Then we're gonna get a couple shots of me running. Cam's gonna be riding the bike, filming with a gimbal. Then we'll finish up with some B-roll inside, filming all the stuff that I typically do in a day. First stop for the run. Gonna get the bike down for Cam. What we're gonna be doing is he's gonna be riding in the street, and then I'm gonna run right along that wall right there. So we'll see how this goes. We're testing this out today. He has a longboard that we can use in the future, so that'll probably be much easier, but you know, do what you can. Running section done. I want to ask my man Cam here, why did you get into videography?
Yeah, man, I really wanted to help shine light on people. There's so many people, especially in Austin, that are young entrepreneurs trying to get their name out there. They're trying to do fitness especially, and they do all the right things, but they just don't have the following behind it. They don't have the videography kind of help them take them to the next step. So that's where I like to come in and just help them out, see what I can do for them.
Hell yeah. Appreciate your help. We got one last section here, a couple videos, B-roll in the house, and then we'll wrap for the day. Cam has another meeting coming up, so we're just gonna do 3 quick shots. We're gonna get me podcasting, then working in my kitchen, and then some red light shots. And we're gonna call it a day. If you got this far into the video, first and foremost, I want to thank you. Thank you so much for following along on my journey. I hope that my content has been valuable to you in this video. I'm actually piecing together some of it right now. In this video, the goal really was just to show the behind the scenes of how I think about some of my content creation. Some of my content is purely off the dome, just on the whim, when I'm on the go, whether that's tweets, Instagram posts, stories, you name it. Sometimes I just let it fly. Other pieces, I'm very strategic when it comes to both batching the production of the content. So I would consider this production where Cam comes over and we produce some type of content. Then it goes into edit mode, which I tend to batch as well, just like I'm batching here. And then distribution, which also I tend to batch. So anybody out there that's working on creating a more robust system when it comes to your content, split it into those 3 things. Like, do you have a system for production? Do you have a system for your editing, your post-production? And then do you have a system to distribute? If at any given point you are wondering what you should be working on to improve your content, think of those 3 buckets. Can you improve your production quality and the scale that you can do your production? Can you increase your editing and your post-production quality? can you increase your ability to distribute content? Unless you're a multimillionaire and you have a ton of money to throw at just hiring people to do all those things for you, most of you listening to this are probably not that person. So you're going to have to take a step back and figure out how you can build systems for yourself to maximize all three of those. If you need help in that arena, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to help. Until next time, thrive on, y'all.